Put a healthy amount of olive oil in your pan. Carla used turkey sausage for a considerable calorie savings, but we're going to use a ground sausage style meat substitute. And it's got 7 grams of protein per serving, and since it doesn't have a lot of fat, we're going to make up for that fat by having the olive oil in there. This meatless product comes in a 1-pound chub, but depending on where you live, you may be able to buy it already cooked and crumbled. You're going to want to get it nice and brown. This before to people who say they don't like meatless products. They thought it was real pork, and unless they watch this video, they'll still never know. Okay, now that our sausage is nice and brown, it's time to move it to one side like Carla did and add our 1/4 cup of butternut squash and get it nice and brown. Okay, our butternut squash is brown, so let's mix it all together. Now it's time to add our flour, but instead of all-purpose flour, I'm going to use some stone ground organic whole wheat flour. A teaspoon of chili flakes. You're supposed to add our torn sage here, but I don't have any, so I'll add a little rubbed sage. And for texture, I'll add a little fresh chopped rosemary from my garden, which I do have. Time to add the milk. It's 2 cups, but we add it in gradually, stirring it in, making sure it incorporates all the flour nicely. And that's the way you keep from getting lumps. Don't worry about those little brown bits. They scrape right up and they add to the flavor. If you want to add salt and pepper, that's what you can do to make it a little more flavorful. We don't add salt in the house here. All of our milk. I'm using 2%, but feel free to use whatever kind you like. We found out from Daphne's dad that 2% milk is healthier for you than skim, so it didn't take much convincing for me to switch to that. Carla put this gravy on biscuits, and so did I a couple of days ago for breakfast. But it also makes a great gravy to go on top of a main dish I like to call chicken fried fake, which is really nothing more than a chicken fried veggie burger. Okay, it's time to turn down the heat and let this sit while I make our main dish. To make the chicken fried fake, otherwise known as steak, out of a Boca burger, you take your defrosted Boca burger, dip it in a little milk, and then immediately put it into, makes a nice topping. It's time to put it into a hot frying pan. Fry thoroughly on both sides till it's crispy and brown. And you take the finished patty and you put your gravy all over it. This smells delicious and looks even better. I'm going to serve it with a rosemary goat cheese biscuit and some minty peas. Oh yeah!